Alright, it's time for another Let's Play Faster Than Light. Well, last run was a little bit interesting because we made it pretty far with the Kestrel B. But the one downside was that I actually had a loadout that could have won the game, but I went for the crystal ship because I had just gotten the crew member. And then my map decided to say, oh, by the way, to get to the next sector you have to jump through 4 people, or 4 rebel places. And if I had gotten a defense drone, maybe if I had picked up drone control I would have gotten a free defense drone. I might have survived, although as you've seen I've had some pretty terrible times with let's call it the defense drone, yeah. And then on the other hand you have the issue of if I had picked up cloaking at some point, and I never saw it in the stores at a time where I could afford it, then maybe I could have cloaked out those missiles pretty reliably. But today we are doing another random roll of a ship, and our roll is actually something that's going to be something we've played before, which is the Noether. That's our random ship. We get our random peoples here. I guess the question now is, how far can I take this ship? We're just going to call this another. Why not? It's kind of a play on Noether. I don't know. Well, let's see if we can take this one to the bank. Like I said, I'm confident I would have won last game. We can see if that's the case this time. The Noether, for those of you who are unfamiliar with it, is a very, very strong ship. It starts with 2 ion blasts and a pike beam. Those are all excellent weapons. It has a pretty good venting layout. The downside is that it doesn't start with shields. So it has a Zoltan shield to start with, which helps quite a bit. But we're going to just have to hope that our first 100 scrap can wisely go to that part, and we're going to really try and... Well, there's a store that doesn't do me any good. So after a quick break while I get something, we're going to go ahead and make this first jump. And our first jump is a mercenary thing. Or wait, no, we need to take this enemy ship intact, but we're not properly equipped, so that's not going to happen. Wow, we are boomeranging. We're going to miss out probably on all of that, but I think we can get enough jumps in for the first sector, if we don't get burned by the sun first. So they're going to cloak. My engines aren't great. Hopefully my door control doesn't get obliterated here. We are really going to try and take out their systems ASAP. So I can't hit all of you, but I can hit a lot of you. So if I can just get that missile launcher down, because I'm not going to right now. Oh, great. Which part of my ship is not on fire right now? Okay, pike beam's on fire. Engine room's on fire. Weapon room's on fire. Alright. But we managed to beat that, and now we just have to hope that our engines don't explode, which is exactly what they do. So we gotta get my guys ready to repair. Because I am going to be getting another solar flare here. This is what we call good luck on one of the first jumps. Because I'm going to be getting flared at least one more time. All I need is just to get my engines up. And where are we going to get hit now? Oh, right in the cockpit. So that stinks. I'll have to let my Zoltan guy get out of there. Yeah, I'm having some rough time. Okay, my first aid bay's gone. Come on, you can put out a stupid pilot fire. So I've taken quite a bit of damage. I have systems down. And fortunately we get a clean jump, which means we can get all of our guys to heal as soon as the air restores itself. So just repair, repair, repair. We'll get each of you back to where you're supposed to be. Usually I like to have my first guy as the pilot, so I'll just put that back there. I know I had them placed in different spots, but it's easier for me to remember if I'm just glancing over. So we've got 27 scrap. I could jump back here, and I think maybe I will, and see if I can work my way down into that nebula before exiting. Because I'm a little worried that there's not going to be a connection there with the nebula. That's my concern at this point. Okay, so let's see if we can take out their stuff. What in the world? Okay, so one bomb that misses, and that's the nice thing about the Zoltan shield early on, because they're going to get their shield back in just a second, because magically I'm not auto-firing. Let's see if I can take this stuff out this time. Just want to do some ion damage to their weapon system, and some ion damage to their shields. And maybe keep them from escaping. That'd be great. Like I said, this is a very powerful layout. The pike beam is a great weapon. It may not pack a huge punch, but what it makes up for in lack of punch is the amount of room she can hit. It's because I have no shields, but I only took 2 damage there. So we're still shooting for, at least I don't have to buy a shield system on this one. But we need 100 scrap to upgrade our shields, and I really want to do that by Sector 2. Which means we're going to do things like kill the scout, who has 2 kind of scary lasers. But this is going to be all short work here. Kind of like the Kestrel B, I guess refer it by its trade name, the Red Tail. This one has a very, very powerful early game setup, except for when I screw up the pike beam and shoot it while the shields are regenerating. But see, they can't hurt me now, as long as my ion weapons keep hitting. And that's where early ion is some of the best ion. So let's try that again. There we go. Now I don't think they'll be getting anywhere. Especially if their weapon system's damaged. Pew pew. Your shields aren't coming back up. No, you're not coming back from that at all. So let's salvage what we can, and then, oh, we get some bonus stuff. Hooray! Well, at least we're not having a fuel shortage right now. So that's a bonus. As I sit here, and it's not really distracting, but I have 2 dogs attacking 1 cat and something that's probably more YouTube-worthy in this video, but I know if I were to get a camera, they'd just all stop. So I'm not going to buy any fuel right now, because I'm good on fuel, and I really need that scrap for other stuff. Okay, warrior tribe. I'm glad mantids are tribal people. So we'll see what we can do about taking down their weapon and shield systems, because I don't want... It looks like a dual laser, and I'd rather it not fire. There we go. You can beam me as much as you want, because beam weapons are still pretty good. There we go. Just wanted to wait to make sure I could get that in position first. And if we can just get the ion going... Whoa. It's not really what I want. I guess we can do it that way. Yeah, we'll blow you up. There we go. So we are 21 scrap away from our goal. I really hope there's some connections down here. Okay, surrender your goods. And they're trying to get away. They have 2 beam weapons. I'd kind of laugh at them if they just had whatchamacallit. Actually, that's a really dangerous loadout right there. Oh my god, they're gonna beam the crap out of me. Ah! Okay, so we gotta... I know this might not be a clean hit, but we gotta get that beam drone down ASAP. There we go. So get their shields down too. Ugh. So I have to say, normally this is a kind of loadout. It's like, okay, well, I'll just sit here while you tickle me. No, this time... Ugh. And that's where auto-firing the beam is not great. Ugh. Son of a bitch, and they're trying to escape too, so... So this is a lot of damage. This is kind of the worst possible encounter you can have with a shieldless ship early on. Don't like taking all that damage. I do like getting a heavy laser Mark II. That is a nice thing to have early on. It shoots fast, it shoots hard. Something I might be able to work with here, if I can just up my weapon power. So before we die of exposure, let's go ahead and get air and stuff back in this ship. As we're already bleeding oxygen, it's nice to know that all these spacefaring aliens, especially ones that create energy for everyone else, still need oxygen to breathe. Okay, and since we don't have a store right here, we're going to go ahead and give ourselves some shield power. Because one shield's going to do us a lot of good, especially against encounters like that. And now I get to see, hey, did I make the same mistake? 2 jumps in a row? No, we're good. Not going to be able to get through the nebulas in time, but... 2 fuel for 5 missiles. Don't really need that yet. We're just going to take the exit, and I could have made it out safely. Perhaps. Okay, 3 drone parts. Yeah, I'll take 24 scrap right now, so that way we can get some extra power for our ship. So I think the next thing we want to do... I like having the 2 ion blasts. I'd really like to get more use of this heavy laser. Excuse me, but it's 50 scrap to do an additional weapon energy that I need to do that. It's pretty steep, so I probably want to do doors and up some of my defense first. Because this weapon loadout can carry me through for a while. Now see, we're back to this juncture. We're looking for... I'm gonna keep going for that crystal thing. I'm gonna keep going for it. And I can get it either from a rock-controlled sector or a pirate sector. But I'm gonna go for the pirate sector. Reason being that if I can get the damaged stasis pod there, first off, I might be able to get to the NG homeworld as well, but one of those might be a Zoltan sector. This is actually not a bad map at all for a crystal ship unlock. And as tempted as I am to say, oh, I'll go into the file and chain to save and save it, and it just seems like it'd be so much more rewarding, even if it is frustrating to have runs like last time, to just not do things legit, I guess is the right way to put it. But we're going to go sort of around here and hit the middle nodes and see if we can find a distress beacon. If we can, it possibly has the... Oh, how'd the intruders get on here? This is why it would have been great to have door control before. So let's all get in here. Let's see what system they're attacking. That's fantastic. Please attack my shields. That is the right move for you to do. Oh look, I already don't have air, so... This is going to vent really well when I forget to add oxygen to my power system. So, how did I miscalculate that? So let's just take all the air out of every other room in this ship. And that means one person who's currently sitting in my sensor room is going to be left to die, because I have 4% oxygen. And my poor little Zoltan people are going to be doing their best to plink and plunk their way. Wow, he actually got my sensors. sucks. Because that's one hull damage. Alright, so let's get our oxygen back. Should be nice if we could, since what our oxygen situation looked like. So I'm just going to go back on the engines. Palapa, or how you pronounce that, Kapalka, is going to go there. As soon as we get our sensors back online, I know they do a lot of good in the nebula, but I'd rather repair. Yeah, we're going to have to deal with that ship damage situation in a little bit. Because it would seem right now that I don't have enough energy. Well, now I do. Enough energy to fully power my weapons. So we're just going to kind of stay in the middle. If we get a distress beacon, we're going to go visit it. Okay, attempt to follow and help. And we get hopelessly lost in the nebula. So we're just going to kind of plink and plunk our way through the sector. We got a pretty good run through the middle. So I guess we'll just see if we can take down the ship's weapon systems, and hopefully they won't be able to take down my shields too far. Wow, that is a scary ion weapon. If it can do... That must be a heavy ion, because it did 4 to my Zoltan shield. And I'm still taking damage, but now its systems are gone. I'm trying to do better about my management with auto-fire on this run. Because it can be tricky. Especially with a beam weapon. But at least they can't dodge me, so... Can I hit all 5 rooms? No. I'm going to try and hit this many. So we just got to go one more, and I should be able to pin him down here. And I guess I could go for the heavy laser on top of this. I mean, that heavy laser can do 4 damage. It's good. Excuse me. We need, well, there's a few things we need. Okay, we got a store and we got a distress beacon. I'm actually going to hit that store first, even though it keeps us from hitting the distress beacon immediately. Because last thing I want is another bad encounter that causes us to get a dirt nap. So, no NG crew member. I'm kind of on the lookout for that for the next area. Heavy laser is a weapon worth keeping. So buy some fuel and let's repair 8 hull damage, and we'll go back to upgrading our ship. So, distress beacon. Alright, I can't afford to give you fuel. That's a lot of fuel to give. Man. Alright, so we'll see if we can find the stasis pod on this. So far, nothing. So we probably got enough jumps to go back around. Okay, this is a good place, maybe? No? Normally that little star thing means hooray, we're happy, but I'm never going to surrender a crew member to slavers. Not even nice, friendly slavers like this guy. Would love to take down the missile launcher. There we go. I mean, the ion helps a little bit. Ugh. So I gotta wait one more shot. There we go. Let's take down this part. Not bad. And hopefully next time I can target some other systems. It's interesting that they're not porting on, but I gotta remember that I have Zoltan shields. So they're not going to until those are down, or until I say knock out their teleporter. Okay, so they're trying to really repair their shields. But it's taken a good amount of ion damage. And now their ship's taking a good amount of damage. And that's a pretty good scrap haul. Another distress beacon. Let's go ahead and up those doors. Is this going to be it? That wasn't a distress beacon. We should be able to get 2 jumps in if this isn't it. To see. Oh, okay. I am going to give them fuel. Oh, Burst Laser Mark II. That was about the best exchange you could possibly have. Wow. Okay. So we are going to start playing with a Burst Laser 2 and an Ion Blast, and we are rolling now. That will take 3 fuel away for that. Okay, so now our asteroids, and yes, I don't have my ion weapons to help me deactivate some of this stuff as fast, and that's going to be worth my time to maybe try and do that. But I also got some Zoltan shields to help me out, so... Alright, Pike Beam, do your thing. Good. You can have your ion weapon, except that it's going to make me hurt from a few asteroids here. Lovely. So, 25 scrap. And... okay, that was just in time for the shields. We're going to see if we can charge our engine slightly faster at the expense of our air. Okay, and where can we jump? We're going to go up here. And if that's a distress beacon, we can hit it. I have a feeling we're not going to get one, though. So, Burst Laser 3. Now, I kind of like having the Ion Blast 2s first. Reason being is that it gives me a safety net to knock out some of their weapons. So that's incredible timing right there. Oh damn. And that was probably the worst place we could have a manted land. It has some good, not enough system power. Okay. Well, we'll see about that. Good thing it didn't deactivate my beam that time. Go ahead and try and get you out of here. Oh, shit. So that sucks. But at least they're getting pelted as well. Get out of there. Yeah, you're not getting your FTL going. Just hopefully I can keep my shields up. In fact, I'm going to move you to shields. So I just need someone manning the station. Ugh! Ion Bomb. I will accept that surrender gladly. Whew. So we're going to need our pilot back on the helm in a minute. And it looks like I need to get my shields up a little more. But an Ion Bomb on top of my layout. It's like Christmas here. Alright. You're actually not our guy. But we gotta wait until things finish charging. So I'm in pretty good shape. Sure, there is no distress beacon for me to get a damaged stasis pod, but you know, we do have at this point is a pretty damn good loadout. And unless they time their crap just right, they can't hurt me. Except that's a dual laser, so maybe they can. But how many rooms can I hit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Let's do it like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might as well get 2 systems if you can. 3 systems. Yeah, that's a little painful looking. So I don't even need the burst laser quite yet. Eventually, my layout's going to be burst, ion bomb, pike beam, and maybe that ion blast, which is an incredibly powerful setup. Okay, so 19 scrap. Let's see here, how many jumps do I got? Probably not enough. Let's go to the exit. And I got a healing burst as well, so this is a run full of weapons. So at this point we're just going to try and level our shields a little bit. We need our reactor to go up, and we need, excuse me, a few other things, and I guess I could have gone to 2 sectors. Oh boy, NG Homeworlds. So now I need to find an NG crew member ASAP, or I'm going to miss out on the stealth ship yet again. We got a store. But they don't sell crew members. Okay, so... oh, okay. This'll be a shame if I can't get that time. I definitely don't need a healing blast. See, am I really going to use a heavy laser when I have an ion bomb, pike beam, and burst laser? I'll hold on to that. If it becomes apparent in the run that I don't need it, I'll sell it. But what I'd really love to get right about now is a crew member of the NG persuasion and some fuel. So I may be selling that heavy laser 2 right here. That what appears to be the case. So 37 scrap. Let's get you on board, and let's buy as much fuel as we can. So now we have an NG crew member on, and we have a 4th crew member. We can start going for beacons here, and I gotta take another break. Right, now it's unfortunate I couldn't buy long-range scanners before, because that would help me sort of see where the events are. So we're looking for things that don't have distress beacons. We're just going to kind of have to hope that we luck into the event, I think. We'll see. Best you can do is go for it. There we go. The simple description translation of their comm frequency tells you they're having a frank discussion about something obviously troubling them. So see, this is the event for the stealth ship. And because we got our NG crew member, we can talk to them. Their spawner goals have analogous elements, however not all available for disclosure discretion necessary. And I could read that in my robot voice, but let's just go on. Okay, so secret technologies stolen by Mantis, implicit connection to rebels, implicit. There we go. Tracking Mantis to hidden rebel base, uploading coordinates and quest markers added to your map. However, track second ship to different base would calculate probability, but data insufficient, cannot risk obvious NG rebel conflict. Also need time to acquire military ships, assist in finding technology. So, we have 2 quest markers. Unfortunately, they're on the way to each other. So, what we are going to do, we're going to need some fuel for this. And I don't have that much to sell. Well, they only have 1 fuel left anyway. So, I don't want to sell one of my ion blasts yet, although I do have an ion bomb. So maybe I can get away with it. This could be one of the only shots I have at this. Better to not skimp when I do have some missiles that I can use this with. Because my burst laser and pike beam will be enough. An ion bomb is going to be devastating here. So we'll see if we can get to the 2 quest markers. That's our #1 priority. And do it in as few jumps as possible. Okay. We will not participate in your study, because quite frankly, I don't want one of my people to get killed, as sometimes happens. We don't have the stasis pod. Of course. Alright. Right at the rebel base that NG's told you about appears abandoned except for 1 scout ship. Perhaps you could extract some information from them. And they're going to try and jump away, which means we gotta stop them. Which means we are going to ion bomb them and try and blast this. Actually, what am I saying? I'm going to ion bomb their engines. We'll see what we can do about it. That's a scary, scary laser. Okay. Why are they always in the engine room? Every damn time. Okay. We'll put you over here. Okay. So our second atom bomb's gonna go over here, because I've got to keep them from going somewhere. Okay, this is gonna be a little closer than I'd like. Okay, so let's keep them in ion damage. My next priority is to take down their engines if at all possible. Okay, so FTL delayed right now. That'd be great if we could keep it delayed. Okay, right now they can't dodge me. I really want to keep their engines down. Okay, stop. This isn't worth dying for. Demand the information of stolen technology. Of course, that's why we're here. Yes, they passed by here, but I had nothing to do with it. I don't know what they are carrying. I'll transmit the coordinates now. Just let us go. Add a quest marker to your map. Let them go. Okay, so we get more coordinates. And suddenly we get to go down here. So this other quest marker was the decoy. This one is the one for the ship. So all we've got to do now is just jump in there and take it. I got more animal fun. Alright, so let's see if we can get the right quest marker. It's one of these two at least. There we go. You have finally caught up the ships you've been hunting. A Hagar-sized cargo. Ship is being escorted by a number of Mantis ships. As you reconsider the assault squadron of NG ships with pirate emblems jump in to assist you, you prepare to fight the Mantis, but scans indicate they are manned by rebels. So that's interesting. The NGs have to hide themselves. The rebels have to hide themselves. And who says this game doesn't have a story? It's interesting because right now our engines are unmanned. And we're just going to have to hope that we can take down some of their systems here. It's going to take a little bit of luck, but hopefully that missile doesn't break through our... It did. So we're going to turn on our burst laser, as this guy's not going to be trying to escape. And I just took down your frickin' transporter. That's good news. Oh, I have low oxygen. That's special. Well, I don't really need 2 shields right now. So their weapons down and my engines are down now, so we're back to this. Yay, explosions! Okay! So, with only minor losses, they message you Project XME-56, commissioned by Federation Military Research Division, Advanced Stealth Cruiser. Project finished during Rebellion, unable to reconnect with the Federation Military Command. Ask about the Mantis ships. Likely deployed by rebels to avoid breaking non-aggression pact with NG. 97.56% likely your mission to assist last Federation fleet. Correct coordinates. Transmit coordinates of Federation Command. And we get the Stealth Cruiser. Yes! Finally my favorite ship in the game. And I get a hull beam. Alright. So we have done good this run, even if we don't make it. And by the way, spoiler alert, we could make it. But I think the first thing that needs to happen is that we need to get ourselves some extra ship power, quite frankly. So we have 3 fuel left. I don't know what's going to happen with it, but let's see here, Mr. Owen, you're on the engines, and Capita. your own weapons, so... Okay. Right now, this is kind of what our loadout looks like. It's not awful. Might as well hit the other quest marker. I mean, it has potential rewards. Hopefully we can get some fuel. Okay, perhaps you can extract some information from them and they're trying to jump away. So we're kind of in the same position we were before, except now that we have the unlock, it's not as big of a deal. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just burst laser to them. Because they don't have... Well, they have a Artemis missile launcher, which sucks for me, but... Let's go ahead and just beam you guys. Just gotta get a second burst with the burst laser. Okay, so one more shield damage. And my Zoltan shields are down. We just gotta hope we can burst laser on them this time. Okay, so let's see if we can hit both the engine room and the pilot room. We don't want to die here. Ignore him and attack. Too bad you followed the wrong ship. The envoy that passed through here was a fake to trick you fools. Now let us go. That's a great way to say, hey, by the way, don't kill us. Haha, you suck. You're gonna die. No, wait. We're gonna continue the assault. You are dead. And maybe I'm gonna get missiled. Oh, shit. That was a kind of an ouchie. That's whatever. RNG guy can handle it, so... I have 2 fuel left. I really don't want to be a sitting duck for the rebel fleet that's coming, but... You know what, at least I'll be able to jump out of here. Okay, anti-ship drone Mark 1. Kinda something I wanted last run. But now we have some pretty good weapons. Hull beam is fun. I could go for a hull beam, pike beam, and burst laser too if I could get 6 weapon power in time. And that could be a little scary. Okay, so... Distress beacon in the NG homeworlds. Is this going to be something useful? Oh, I can't help you. Hey, guess what, guys? We have no fuel. Guess who's gonna come say hi to us? Huh. You detected significant fuel reserves in one of the closer fires in an attack. Maybe you can still pull this off. Why is our FTL charging? Okay. So I'm gonna have to do it like this. I don't know if I'll be able to take them out in time, but... They do have some scary-ass weapons. Oh! Oh my god, we're gonna get lasered out of the sky. Okay, so you have no shields either. And now we have 1 shield. Okay, their FTL is still charging. However, my weapons are not. Alright, so they're delayed. Okay, go squad, go! Okay, so now they can't hurt me. I've just really got to take down their shields a little bit before they're into this. There we go. So maybe we do have some hope. Okay, let's pike beam. As long as they don't have a big scary burst laser like that. Scary, scary, scary. I may be able to take them out this round if I get... Okay, so... Explosion. We get 4 fuel. Alright. And we get to escape the NG homeworlds. So there's like, hey, we don't have fuel. Neither do we. Let's get your storage cache, buddy. That sounds like a good plan. And I keep moving the weapons around, by the way, just to try and make sure that the ones lower or further to the left will stay. Wow, that's a lot of dodges. Good thing you can't dodge this. But weapons on this end on the right are the first to get knocked out if stuff goes bad. So the ones over here on the left are what you want to hold on to. Come on, give me some fuel. Just 22 scrap and a system repair drone. So, not bad. And we get to escape to the NG controlled sector. So we got at least one ship unlocked today. That's the good news. Better news is that there's a store on our first jump, so we can buy some precious fuel and maybe I can remember to fix my doors. Good, they have some fuel. And I really like long-range scanners. I guess I'll need to repair my people too. Because someone took some pretty significant damage. So, what can we buy? I'm gonna go and get the long-range scanners, because once again, that's something that will save your life on more than one occasion. But the other 42 scraps are probably better spent investing in this ship. So what's worth 42 scrap? I don't know, if I upgrade my weapons one... I want to upgrade my engine just a little bit, but we're going to try and upgrade our weapons next. Yeah, that's what we'll do. But I guess I could sell... Let's see here. I'm definitely not going to be using the system repair drone. Anti-ship drone could be happening down the road. Hull beam would be really fun to play with the pike beam, but I don't think... I mean, I could work it out to where, let's hear, 2, 4, 6, 7 energy with an ion bomb. That could be enough to do some beam scary things. So we can shoot for that. We'll hold on to that for now. So now we can see what other stuff's around here. And we can see that Vincent's somehow still healing. Alright, so the rebels are here. And I don't even have my crew at their stations. Typical. Okay. So as of right now, we are still good to go with the burst laser to burst these shields down. So let's see if we can do that. Because they're probably going to be trying to board me in just a minute. Right in the shield room. Well played, you pieces of crap. Okay, let's see if we can get you all out of here by trapping you without air. It's kind of a mean trick. Don't really need to worry about taking down the med bay right now. I do want to, however, hurt their pilot running weapon. So yeah, good luck trying to FTL out of here. I'm not taking that surrender because I still really need fuel. So can my Zoltan get some crazy combat experience? I think so. is kind of a waste. Let's turn our oxygen system back on. Zoo, just pike beam, just for fun. So there we go, 1 fuel, 29 scrap. So let's... So there are no other stores nearby. No, let's go ahead and up that once. So that way I can start playing with the ion blast or ion bomb as needed. Like I said, it's going to be 2 more upgrades by the end game, and maybe we can use multiple beams. That would be a little bit different. Is this going to be where I should have gotten a level 2 med bay? Okay, asteroid field giving us a distress call. Let's look! And there's a strange stasis pod. Alright, take the weapon and spare the scrap or get the stasis chamber. Let's see here. I don't think the map's particularly good for us this time around. We've already passed the Zoltan homeworlds. So we get a damaged stasis pod. And a store. We're going to go up here first and see if we can amass a little more scrap to use at that store. Okay. We're friendly! And thank you for the stuff. You're cool. So we'll see if we can get that Zoltan event in this sector. Aid the civilian ship. That is a scary loadout. So scary, in fact, that I'm just gonna try and see if I can not get blasted by missiles and lasers and everything else. Okay, that's not what I had in mind. I just really don't want to get pike beamed right now. Okay, so apparently this is like the king of dodging things. So now you won't be. And it can't break through my 2 shields, so I just gotta make sure that it doesn't time it right. So we're going off auto fire for there right now. Yeah, because that's not going to work. Maybe I could have squeezed in 2 damage by the time the shields got back up, I don't know. We'll be able to do it now. That's for certain. Okay, so we get a lot of stuff. Oh. Okay. Ion Blast Mark II, yes please. Wow, that's what you call real good. Real good. So we don't really need the hull beam anymore. Good to have. Still could be fun to play with, but we're gonna work towards getting a little more weapon power to have this and the burst laser and the ion bomb, and that'll be lovely. So now we're gonna look for some blank sectors. Because we could still get that brain scan Zoltan event. I know we already got it once. It's possible again, and Catbalka probably needs some help. What do I want? Do I want to sell the hull beam? I don't really have the stuff to support a crew teleporter. I don't have a ton of drones. Cloaking would be great. But I'd have to sell both of those, because I'm not selling that. So maybe some other lifetime we'll play with 2 beams and spooky, scary things. For now we're going to do this and get real early cloaking. And the rest of your fuel. Okay, so I bet one of the brain scan things is up there, but we're going to I guess go this distress beacon. We'll just see if we can RNG it out. Worst case scenario, we don't do anything with the stasis pod. Okay, don't risk our ship, that's too bad. You need healing. And I think Vincent needs some healing too. So we'll do that in a jiffy. First things first, I need to get some power for my cloak. So we'll upgrade our systems accordingly. Okay, NGs have pretty stars. We have other places to be. So we're going to see if we can get to maybe one of these two. And if we can, great. I'll take that as well. We get some special stuff, and we get to add some more system power, which means we can now cloak out of missiles. So unless that is where the Zoltan event was, looks like we're not getting the stasis pod out in this sector. I'm going to attack this ship. Doesn't have any transporters, so that's good news. It does have a big scary missile, though, that I can cloak out of now. This will be worth my time to actually up my systems a little bit to try and see if I can actually dodge some things. So go, burst laser. Go, pike beam. There we go. That's how you do it. It's a little bit of a waste, but... see if we can get the burst laser. Oh, the burst laser's probably going to kill him next time. Shoot it that way. Didn't even touch my shields. Whew. And I've still got room for 2 jumps. So we're going to go ahead and up our engines. Actually, yeah, we're going to up our engines first. Do it that way. I know I don't have the reactor power for it quite yet, but we want to get 40% dodge by the end of this. I can kill you. Yeah, data stores, whatever. So, oh man. I gotta watch my fuel stuff again, but... don't ion me. Oh, that sucks. So now we gotta wait. I'm gonna go ahead and cloak this. So I do not particularly want to get lasered here. Good. Oh! Oh, well, at least that let me recover from the ion damage. Why am I missing all the time? This must be like dodge ship from hell. At least they're not getting down my engines. So burst laser 1, do your thing. Just do 1 damage, that's all I need you to do. There we go. So it does look like they have some upgraded systems. Once again, I could really use some fuel. Good, we just cloaked for fun. 3 fuel, that's what I'm talking about. And then let's go to the exits. We're going to attempt to access the storage cache, and then it notices us before we can attack. We're actually going to ion bomb this one this time. Because I don't like the look of their weaponry. So I'll just go ahead and do a little bit of a cloak. See, they've already knocked out our shields. Oh. So I'll see if I can go 3 for 3 here. Wow! I did it! There we go. It's something. And that's the ion weapon I don't want to see right now. We gotta stop this this auto-fire madness until we can make sure that our shields aren't going to be up. There we go. So, that's all she wrote there. Let's go loose. So, almost there. I think actually I can just burst you down. What am I waiting for? Okay. Please tell me I get something. 28 scrap. And a hull smasher laser. So we are reigning in good, viable, I like this stuff equipment. Could really go for 2, 4, 6, 8. If I max my weapon power and had all of this stuff and the ion blast too, there's really not much in the game that can stop me. So I've already got one ship unlock. What are we looking at for jumping to the next sector? Okay, so we're definitely going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my scanners. Let's actually see. What is our next sectors? Civilian sector. So, yeah, I can't unlock the Crystal Cruiser this time anyway. Because even if that was the Rock Homeworlds, and watch it be the Rock Homeworlds, I have to have a Zoltan or NG sector here, and I don't. But hey, it just means that we can sell it next time we get a good augment, and we can just focus on winning. So let's see here. What systems need power? Those systems need power. Cloaking needs power. We're in a good position. I'm actually going to go... Let's see. I'm going to go to the civilian sector.